We're live on Facebook. We're banned on YouTube. Can't live stream. Channels are blocked. And I'm sure they'll shut this down soon as well. This is the biggest crackdown on internet free speech in the West the world's ever seen by many orders of magnitude. CNN came out, as you know, 8 days ago and said ban Infowars. They filed complaints saying we said that the kids were all crisis actors and that nobody died in Florida. We never said that. And then they had to reinstate our videos, YouTube did, admitting that even though that was free speech, they shouldn't ban. We didn't say that. Well, more fake strikes got put on, and the channels are frozen, multiple channels, the Alex Jones channel and others, because they hired the Southern Poverty Law Center. You can't make that up. That criminal connected group, hundreds of millions offshore, George Soros funded, anti-free speech group, they run it now. I mean, this is just beyond bizarre. This is out of CNN, just now breaking. Advertisers flee Infowars, founder Alex Jones' YouTube channel. Now let me explain something. They've already got our channel dialed down with shadow banning to a shadow of its former self. And somehow they're convinced YouTube is where my whole audience is when it's probably 20% of it. And they celebrate in thousands of newspapers banning free speech and how liberal that is. And I mean, it's like the country's gone Soviet. And then they lie about what we said, so we deserve it, blah, blah, blah. They put out these hoaxes earlier this week that we'd had all these sponsors pulled off our website. We went and looked. They've never been sponsors. They just virtue signaled. Fake news is so bad that they just announced, oh, we've pulled from Infowars. Now, this YouTube situation's true. YouTube places ads, but a lot of times we don't get paid. That's a whole other area for lawsuits. They'll put UN ads in front of us, Washington Post ads about how Trump's a communist, Trump's a Russian. We went and looked in our pay area. Those were unmonetized videos. Google had said, we're going to put ads and things that balance things in front of fake news. So the globalist left knows all this. So they're going, look, there's UN ads on Alex Jones's channel. And look, there's all the, and then they're not paid. Google, that's what the globalists wanted a few months ago, was Google that owns YouTube to put anti-gun Washington Post ads, everybody's a Russian agent Washington Post ads, and all this other Democratic Party crap. And I'd go, hey, look at our monetization. That's an unmonetized video. If we put Infowars in the tags, they unmonetize it. But we don't get paid. YouTube thinks we're dumb. We've all been documenting this with lawyers. You talk about fraud. They didn't run all these ads, and I don't know if the UN's paying them. I don't know if the Washington Post is paying them to run these ads in front of us, but I saw them months ago. Look it up. Google and YouTube to put links and to put videos up in front of videos to, quote, balance things. So you don't get paid for the ads. They probably are. And so the idiot leftists, this is what I think's going on. The Southern Poverty Law Center people that are in my account and CNN that are in my account, they brag they are. I mean, talk about civil rights violation. The left is just mad dog right now. They're not even leftists. They're funded by the big tax-free banks. So, getting back to what I was saying, they're in our accounts, and then they're seeing attached to the account is the UN and the Washington Post and the New York Times and anti-gun groups and Democratic Party. And this has been going on about 3 months. And they see that, and then they go, oh my God, they're sponsors, and they go bitch and complain. And of course it's on the weekend, so the UN and the Washington Post, everybody, they don't know that they've had their ads put on my channel. I'm not being paid. They don't know it's their propaganda in front of me, like the Fairness Doctrine or something from talk radio back in the 70s. And so they're bitching, not knowing this is them gang raping my viewers, gang raping my channel, robbing me. They don't even know the left hand from the right hand. The UN's not paying me money. When I get back, I'm going to interview Ted Nugent right now. We're almost to his house. When I get back, we were going to do reports on this. The lawyers said, no, just give us the reports. Yeah, this is clearly, wait till we file suit. But I'm going to talk to my lawyers because we've got screenshots of it, and we've got all the stuff from the accounts. In fact, call Zimmerman. I know it's supposed to be his day off. but have them screenshot all that again. Just when I talk about it, we'll try to remove it, but I know we already screenshotted it. But just get all that and show these are unmonetized videos. We should shoot video and show people like, this is an unmonetized video. Show them how in our file it's unmonetized. And then, oh look, there's a UN ad on the front of it. And then they think, oh my God, because they got the Southern Poverty Law Center buffoons in my account who they brought in to, be the police. And then they don't even understand that this was Google saying, we'll play ads over the extremism. So they've now on YouTube got links to like anything with Russia. It says, this is state sponsored, or now they're putting links under other people's channels. This is fake news. Because Snopes says so. So Snopes says that George Soros wasn't a Nazi collaborator. They also say that Obamacare is free. I mean, it's just that like Snopes is gone. It's like, oh, we don't trust the New York Times or Washington Post, but Snopes is like, oh, like God goes to Snopes, and like, because look, I'm saying that's a blue sky right there. But if Snopes says it's not, it's not. Like I say, that's a green field over there. But if Snopes says no, it's purple, well, it is. Like I say, that billboard says available. But Snopes, that speed limit says 60 miles an hour. On Snopes, they say it's 5 miles an hour. Like Obamacare, being free, or Common Core, 2 + 2, equals 5. Or there's not 2 genders, and there's not, 2 types of chromosomes. No. And then you get arrested in California if you don't say so. This is a total cult of control. Like Google executives come in and say in these big amphitheaters, their employees, this is in lawsuits, say, I am a beautiful ornate building. And they go, you are a beautiful ornate building. They go, I am a golden dragonet. Because it's a female dragon. They go, you are a beautiful female dragon. This is, and the people are like, you are whatever we say. You are like, drink the Kool-Aid. It's a test of power. It's a test of psychological warfare. So this is going on, and YouTube is working with CNN to try to shut our channel down. YouTube is going on with these hoaxes that our sponsors are being taken, and it's all to create this consensus that Alex Jones is bad, everyone agrees he's bad, you'll be hurt, you'll be called racist, you'll be called a communist, you'll be called a Russian, you'll be called a heretic if you don't agree he's bad. And then he told you the NSA was spying on you with hidden microphones and cameras a decade before anybody else. He told you Trump was going to win, but nobody else said that. He told you that CNN was having fake debates and giving the questions over. He told you about GMOs and about human-animal hybrids, now all admitted. We told you about thousands of things that are all admitted. Can I have those articles? I want to show one more thing.
Yeah.
And now the Pope has announced that communist China is the ultimate form of Christianity, and that because they kill Christians and put them in slave camps and sell their organs. It's like the sickest joke to have the Jesuit communist Pope coming out a month ago saying China and its government is the best, and they want to be the state-run religion now in the communist Chinese, and it totally overturns basic Catholicism. Methodist churches are pulling crosses out. In Europe, the churches are pulling the crosses out. It's all an ecumenical political movement, and now Apple iPhone update removes Easter from calendar. People thought it was a mistake. They said, no, we don't. That's offensive. Every other religion can be there. See, this is the war on Christianity, folks. This is why they're bringing the radical Islamists in. Okay? And then you got this. Vatican bishop praises communist China as best at implementing church's social doctrine. And the Pope came out and said they are the epitome of morality and goodness. They are the most murderous, corrupt regime in the world. But Apple, again, is moving to communist China. Apple is moving to communist China. And so they have to get in line with banning and covering crosses. You cannot make this up. You talk about discrimination. You talk about attacks. You talk about the whole time they had the war on Christmas, the war on Christ, the war on Christmas cards. Kids couldn't hand them out, even though that's their own free speech. That's not state-run. Now we have atheism and communism and globalism and fake environmentalism, and political correctness is the new state religion. And these people are zealots, man, and they They believe it's their takeover, and it's here. So we've launched some new YouTube channels because they've blocked and frozen the Infowars channel. Again, YouTube officially said this was wrong. New people we hired from the Southern Poverty Law Center falsely banned you. We're removing the strikes. They just brought the strikes back last night. And so the channel's frozen. Total of 3 strikes in 1 week, but one's still been removed. The other 2 have been put back. One more, we're gone. 33,000 videos. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds with millions of views. All sorts of incredible interviews. You name it. This is a violent assault on free speech based on a lie. And the media is saying, the controlled media that's imploding. Let me tell you something. They have Rolling Stone articles demonizing me. A day later, they have one comment. No one, they're all dead. Everyone's turned against them, basically, except for the weird folks from the colleges that were brainwashed in these little echo chamber bubbles and then brought into the IT world to take over. And they've announced that Apple is going to hire first hundreds of thousands and then millions of Chinese programmed by the Chinese secret police to help moderate social networks and Apple platforms in China, but around the world. I mean, the communist Chinese government, Apple says, they said, well, to be based here and to be tax exempt, yes, the government will be in our servers and will be telling us what to do. They just said it in Reuters last week. I mean, this is beyond what I thought, the way this would happen. It's moving so quick, it's so huge, it's so draconian, and I don't even think Congress or anybody can even grasp, and they don't want me here warning people about what's happening in live time. This is simply incredible. So I'm going to do one more feed here in a moment on this whole Apple banning Christianity. And then there's a purge on Apple, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, mainline Christian churches. Pastor Kennedy, I mean, it's very milquetoast. He's getting banned. Prager University got banned. They're suing. I mean, people that just get up there and talk about how statistically families are good and mothers and fathers, such and such, and here's ways to understand basic business finance and to go to school, and it's all because it's wholesome and it's not disruptive and it's not psychological warfare conquering things. It's being completely and totally shut down. And this is the big internet purge. It's happening. It's going on. And again, mainstream media bullies YouTube and Google. They're not doing enough. That's all just their political cover. For they're engaged in incredible censorship, it turns into, they're not doing enough to stop the hate. So the media gives them the total cover by changing the subject. But the CEO of News Corp 3 weeks ago admitted the whole thing publicly when he said, we've met with Google, Facebook, Twitter, and we're going to move to a model starting with banning ISIS, WikiLeaks, and Alex Jones. And once we've banned that, it'll set the precedent, and we're going to have about 100 companies that you'll see on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, and we're going to basically end all this competition, and our stock should go up, and their stock did go up, because we're going to censor the web. I mean, they've announced the plan bipartisanly, and the average Republican doesn't understand it, the Democrats understand it, but at the highest levels, it's been bipartisanly agreed to. And Donald Trump, when he's told about this, he says, they won't censor me. He doesn't even get that it's everybody out there that magnified and allowed the populism for Brexit and what he did, that he barely won despite that. So this is one hell of a time to be alive, folks. And I see the confused comments on Infowars and News Wars and people like not understanding, like, well, wait, his site was down, but it's up. Is this even real? Bloomberg admits. They talked to Google. They said, no, we accidentally took down thousands of sites, including Alex Jones. Oh, we're sorry. But then it's back the next day. They go, well, I can see your site. Yeah, 2 strikes, it's frozen. That's why we're not on YouTube right now. We've created 2 new sites that have got to get 1,000 subscribers. We got 2+ million on one, million on another, 500,000 on another. But those are all getting frozen. So we've created, what are they do?
We got Infowars censored and Steve Watson, which I think is going to be renamed, but right now it's
called Steve Watson. It's his brother. It's his own ID, his own deal. It's not us. They're going to ban our whole system, they said. And then there's Infowars censored that you set up.
Right.
People need to go there on YouTube, subscribe to it, then we can live stream on that again. But we are shut down. We are shut down. And watch the left like celebrating, going, good, we're going to kill you next. But then, oh, the children got shot. Oh, it's so sad. But, you know, like it's all just waving a bloody shirt. It means nothing to them. They think Mao killing, 80 million is cute. There are all these wound up weird beta soy wimps lusting after power, lusting after war, lusting after censorship, and all programmed by big tax-exempt megacorporations. I mean, this is like a nightmare science fiction movie. Who would have thought? But these are programmed, dehumanized bots. The people are being turned into bots, backed up by bots in peer pressure. And then by peer pressure, because they have no morals, they have no compass, they can be ratcheted up to whatever type of extremists they want them overnight, like Antifa. And they don't like Christianity because it stands in the way of that, has some basic morals. And so they're bringing Islam in as their muscle on the ground, and Antifa with big internet censorship on top. Oh, this is what I want to say. The big churches and everybody else that's been bought off by this, the grassroots has to get upset, has to get involved, has to get vocal, and the churches have got to raise the alarm and push it all the way up to Capitol Hill. We've got to break up these big antitrust conglomerates. We've got to protest Google. Everybody has to set up their own YouTube and Facebook accounts because the censorship is happening and go on and decry it. You have the power, you have the will, but this is a bigger fight than the election. And if you don't realize that, we're going to lose this thing. We're going to win it long term. Which exit?
3:30.
We're already up here?
Yeah. Well, we're still about half an hour away.
But we cut off at Southern Waco?
Yeah.
All right. I got to pull over here real quick.
So I do it on the next exit.
Yeah. We're ready to get on. Which one?
The next one, not this one. Number B.
Okay.
Letter B.
So, we make a good time?
Yeah.
Supposed to be there at 1.
Yeah, we're still good.
5 minutes early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ted Nugent's invited me up this place quite a bit over the years, but now's the perfect time to do it. And his wife's really cool. Really smart. She's got the same name as the historical queen in El Cid. Let me give folks a little aerial view. We go up here on this overpass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I sit here and just rattle this stuff off to you guys, reporting to you what's going on. And, I believe, this is cool over here. I believe you guys care. I believe you realize what's happening. I mean, this is the biggest purge we've ever seen. It's against everybody. And they kind of just incrementally blocked people and shadow banned them and did all this for a long time. This demonetization, again, does nothing to us because those aren't paid sponsors that CNN lists. That's all the stuff that just YouTube just treats us like crap, monetizes, makes their money, and then doesn't pay us. But they've been doing it for 3 months. By the way, we don't give a damn about that money. Really, seriously. That's a small amount of our funding. It's the fact that it's just such lies and it's such fraud. And it's so many weak, domesticated, arrested development. That's why gangs get young, dumb people. Or people that are missing fathers, people that are alone, people that are... Because they'll do stupid stuff. And you're useful idiots, you leftists that censor us and think this is cute, think this is funny. And the Southern Poverty Law Center that ran Elohim City and all the stuff at OKC. I mean, it's just, what a sick group, man. And these big mega corporations. It's just to know that 21st century came this way. Okay. That's it for this live transmission. The sleeping giant is awakening. The globalists are panicking. They want to culturally dominate everybody. It's not going to happen. And I just appreciate you guys. And we'll have another live transmission. We might even do one with Ted Nugent. We're probably going to shoot all this HD and then air it next week. But I want this to air. I want this Ted Nugent interview just to be done. I want it to air Wednesday. Okay?
Yep.
I want it to air Wednesday or Thursday. Because I'm going to take some time off of my children. I haven't really had a vacation in almost a year. Because I work even when I'm on vacation. But I'm going to take some time off of my children next week. But I'll be calling into the show and stuff. Man, it's quite. They'll probably say, Jones is not even being heard on air. He's been defeated. To see America go from this place that's not anti-free speech to just, yay, we censor everybody. Keep going straight or?
Yeah, keep going straight.
Yay, we censor everybody. It's all wonderful. It's all great. Okay, folks. Well, that's it for this segment of the transmission. And it's a big deal. I hope you get upset about it, because if you don't, we're screwed. All right, that's it. Infowars.com, newswars.com for now. You can find our streams and our videos on Infowars.com/show. You can find the live feeds. You can see the videos they're banning. You can go download your favorite videos from the Alex Jones channel, because it looks like they're going to delete it. And they're just going to play this game of almost deleting it, not deleting it, until you just get tired. And again, they're playing Pavlovian games, hoping you don't have a attention span. They have seminars about how they manipulate you. Break out of it, defeat them. This is the real video game. All these young people talking about the hottest new game and how they're doing this and they're doing that. This is the real world. This is the real fight online over free speech. And the Autistic Army, great folks, as they call them on 4chan and stuff, they get that. This is real. So I salute all you that are for an open free web. Some of us may not agree on different issues. It doesn't matter. They're purging moderate leftists. They're purging leftists that are for free speech. They're purging everybody. They want total control. They don't want us communicating. Major websites are getting rid of their comment sections. This is serious. They don't want us communicating. We've gotten rid of our home phones and stopped having barbecues, and all we do is watch TV and play video games all day. And for those of us still communicating, they're trying to shut it down. Infowars.com/show. All right, that's it for this live transmission. If you're watching this transmission or listening, upload this everywhere, re-upload it to your channels, whatever you do. Call it puppies and kittens. Don't put Infowars in the search term, or they'll block it. We love you. It's like America's turning into the new Soviet Union, man. This is so incredible. It's actually happening. Can you believe it, dude?
I can't believe it, but it's not surprising.
Talk to these guys real quick. What do you guys think?
Harrison?
Well, it's algorithmic too. That's another thing.
Is this over, Lake Waco?
Yeah, we're gonna go over it.
All right.
Yesterday, Nathan, one of the editors, created a brand new YouTube channel, uploaded a video of the Parkland, David Hogg and all of them, just uploaded a video, and it was taken down immediately. It had nothing to do with Infowars, nothing to do with Alex Jones. It's all algorithmic. They have facial recognition. As soon as you upload these videos, they knock them down. But, we're on the warpath. Just download the videos, people, because you can't do it once the channel gets taken down. If they strike it, you're gonna go, dang it, I should have downloaded some of my favorite videos.
Yeah,
just start downloading.
You can start your own websites that'll be big hits, and just say Alex Jones's banned videos. That ought to be, the archive. We don't even have the personnel to download 33,000 of them, but just get the top linked ones, for views. Go through the ones you like and create your own channels. Look at Lake Waco, pretty cool.
Yeah, the one thing you can't do is get mad and do nothing. You have to do something. Because if they want people to do nothing. That's what they expect. They expect people to be tired of this and just go, oh, well, it'll be back next week. It's not going to be back next week.
Yeah, they wore us out with all these little, pinpricks and manipulation. That's a military tactic.
Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, well, now this is the big axe, though. This is
now they're cutting the head off, and they want to stop any talk about this. They don't want people to have discourse about anything. And it's serious. We're not playing around.
Especially the idea of getting together with church groups, because like when we talk about that this is Satanism that's being pushed forward and dehumanization. Like when you go to church and you hear sermons about Satan, like this is the real deal. This is real spiritual warfare. So get together with people from your church and say, hey guys, if we want to promote these ideologies, then we actually need to go out there and protest and make videos and
the churches all want to play it safe, 501c3, not get in trouble, and now the Pope's saying communism is God. Apple's removing Easter from its calendar. I mean, they're bringing in Islam to persecute us. This is the plan. This isn't a game. I mean, this is real. And again, I've never even really had crosses on the website and stuff. I've been thinking, what's our symbol at Infowars? What's our logo? I realize it's going to be like a shield and a cross. I mean, that's it. That's because that's what they hate. That's what they're after. And this is it. They think we're going to give it all up for, Netflix and all. They think we're done. They think we're weak. They think we're compliant. Folks, this is classic authoritarianism. This is happening. You want to say anything?
Just that we were talking earlier about how, people want to talk about how nationalists or Trump are like Hitler. This is the most Hitlerian thing I've ever seen. This internet censorship.
In America, yeah.
That's the point I've tried to get across to the leftist people I meet, just because that's their favorite go-to point. Yeah, that's all I got to say. It's crazy times, and you got to try and convince people to be. Not all people that do bad are trying to do bad. They think they're doing good sometimes, and some of them are controlled by people that are intentionally doing wrong. So there's a good reason for everyone to be out there trying to wake people up.
Well, that's really it. And the thing is, they're already censoring liberal channels that are popular just because they want control of them. You know, they approach people like PewDiePie and say, work with us, merge with Google, don't just be a partner, or we're going to demonetize you. And then they do to try to bully people. And that guy has 20 billion views. Don't you get it, folks? They got you all on their platforms knowing it was about people wanting to communicate. And then they want to social engineer and make you behave so you can stay on it. But they're never going to stop pushing. They want total control.
That's everybody tweet at PewDiePie. Get PewDiePie to say something about this, because he's got literally the biggest platform on YouTube.
They're going to take his down completely. They've already curtailed it if he doesn't fight.
They will. He needs to talk about this, talk about what's happening to us, because it's going to happen to him if he doesn't. I mean, they already sort of tried, but, you know.
And by the way, this is the big push. Paul Watson knows it's the biggest push, but he's so gentlemanly, he doesn't want to freak out. And he's like, no, it is. They're shutting us down. This is crazy, folks. This is crazy. CNN is like, ban everything we've got. I mean, they're just trying to destroy us and push us underwater and not let us have speech because they want to sit there and lie and say, George Soros fought valiantly as a soldier against Hitler. Alex Jones is a liar. That's Anderson Cooper. I mean, we have the video of him saying he helped Hitler and he was a Nazi collaborator. They don't want us to show you that video. That's it. All right, Infowars.com. We love you. Still go to Infowars.com, Newswars.com for now, but they hack attacked this week. We're trying to take our sponsors. I mean, people that go, oh, just get off YouTube, just build something new. We do have streams and videos and archives and podcasts, and we are doing stuff with Gab and all these other folks. Yes, but the big giant platforms that YouTube built, that the people built, is this the exit?
No, we're good.
They are attacking us. They're attacking you. They set a precedent with a group they think is unpopular, with a certain group, and then once they set the precedent, it's over. This is a formula. And I know you, the viewers, know this. Okay, I'm done ranting. That's it. Thank you. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support.